this traumatic thing happened to me. So I was assaulted, I was beaten up, my arm was broken. And then after that, I couldn't sleep. I was up all night. I had flashbacks. I couldn't do anything. But believing is just like knowing. So if you change belief word to knowing, and you know you can change it. Because when you're little, you believe like Santa exists, right? Until you get older, and then you find out because you know that Santa doesn't exist. Sorry. So now you know. So now you change your belief.
Hello guys, welcome to our channel, and in this podcast we're gonna learn many things from Louise ma'am, and it's a very great podcast that you will hear today, and I'm very excited. Our viewers are very excited for this podcast. And let's get started for this podcast. And ma'am, first of all, thank you so much ma'am for being here, being a part of this interview. I'm very excited and I'm very happy, and thank you so much once again ma'am.
It's so lovely to be here. Thank you for having me. I'm excited too.
Thank you. So, ma'am, let's get started. And first of all, like I was going through your Instagram profile, your LinkedIn profile, and I have seen that you have done so many things in your life. You have done so many achievements, and there are many things to explore in this podcast. We can learn many things from you. So, first of all, I want you to give a short or brief introduction about yourself, that what you have done, so I and our viewers can understand you.
Hi, I'm Louise. I'm a clinical hypnotherapist and a transformational coach. For the last few years, I retrained in this after recovering from PTSD from a violent attack. I dealt with a lot of trauma in my life, and I was in a different business where I was making money, and I decided that I would change and serve others. And it is the most fulfilling thing I've ever done. And I'm totally grateful to be for other people.
So you were in a different business in your past?
Yeah, I had a catering company, a successful one. It's still running. I have somebody else looking after it now. And so I took the leap to lose a lot of money to follow my dream of helping others. Because once I saw that how much it helped me, I wanted to share it to everybody and to help other people in the situation that I was in. Because it's not nice suffering.
Yeah,
it's really not. Yeah. Being lost, it's awful.
Like I have seen in your profile that now you are mentoring so many people, you are helping so many people in their life to come out from their fear, come out from their depression, like a life coach. And it was seriously amazing for me that you have done so many things in your life, and now you are helping people to achieve their goals. So ma'am, now I want to know that as a life coach, what are the biggest fear in your life? Like what's the thing that hurts you the most? Like tell me about that.
Well, fear itself is something now I don't entertain. I don't want to feel fear about anything. So I live in a mindset now that I don't entertain the fear. There's a really great book, which I want to recommend for you guys, which is called Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. So it's basically on a concept that you put yourself in situations that you're scared about. And you put yourself in them situations on purpose to feel the fear. And when you do that, you start to learn how to grow. So every time you feel fear, it's a limitation that you had held from before. So like a belief almost, that you're not good enough or not smart enough. So you feel fearful, but it's just a belief.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's an interesting concept about fear. When you feel fear, how do you feel? Inside, you start to like shake, or you start to get nervous.
This is your true nature.
Oh, sorry.
No problem, no problem.
You start to feel nervous, you get red, you get sweaty or shaking. But then, when you feel excited, how do you feel?
We feel happy, we feel...
Yeah, it's the exact same feeling. Oh, wow. And you start shaking, you get happy, excited. So your body don't know the difference between excited and feeling fear. So I've put myself in situations that I'm scared of. And when I'm there, I'm like, I change it. And I'm like, I'm so excited. Even though you're not, but you keep saying it over and over. And your body will just automatically like, oh, I'm excited today. And then you'll do it. And then every time you do it, you start to feel limitless. Like you can do anything.
Yeah,
So yeah,
absolutely. The main thing is like my belief system. Like if I will believe in my subconscious mind that I am happy, then I will be always happy. And if I will believe that I am in a deep pressure, I am very like fearful, and if I will demotivate myself, then I will automatically like become a demotivator.
yeah,
So everything
whatever you
depends upon the belief system, right?
whatever you feel, you keep putting your focus on, it brings more of it. So if you say, I'm not making enough money this week, I'm not making enough money this week, guess what's going to happen? You're not
Yeah.
going to make money that way. So you have to
Absolutely.
build onto something that you really want, and never say what you don't want, because your mind don't know the difference. It just thinks, oh, he wants that. He wants
Hmm.
to get this thing.
Yeah,
So it's
I
all
have yeah, I have seen a movie like The Secret movie, and this concept is like given in this movie, and that was seriously amazing.
it is. And the Secret movie is one of my favorite. I read all the books. If you haven't read them, the one that's really good is The Greatest Secret, which is like the book after the Secret, which really hit home to me. But the secret that they talk about the law of attraction as if it's the first law, but the actual law is the first initial law is the law of vibration. So they say you have to get onto the vibration of what you want, because everything has a vibration. So if you want a certain thing, you have to act like the certain person, so your vibration will go like they would be. So if you wanted to be rich, you would act like the person who's rich and try and get your vibration onto that, and then the law of attraction will come to you.
Absolutely. Like when I have approached you for this amazing podcast, then you have said me that you have written that last night. Like, what was the story? Please tell us.
The image with the black and white, was it?
Like when I have approached you for a podcast, then you told me that you have written that thing that I want to go to a channel, I want to go to a YouTube channel. And the
I
next day I approached you, and it was a law of attraction.
I know, because I have this thing where I write goals all the time, or like not really goals, but just like what I want to achieve. So I think if you write it down, you're always going to have it because you put it in writing. So I literally write down what I want to get this month, and I was like, oh, I want to get more people to know about me, because the mission is to let millions of people know about me. So I was like, okay, I need to get interviewed, I need to get written about, I need all this stuff. And then I wrote it, and then you contacted me, and I was just like, that's so funny, because you see it happen. And straight after, someone said, can I put you in the magazine as an article after yours?
Okay.
So it really worked. Yeah, so it really works if you put yourself on the vibration. You just see it start falling, like magic almost. But it's such, a lot of people don't know.
Absolutely. Like, ma'am, I want to know one more thing from you. Like, you are doing such a great thing. You are learning about law of attraction, subconscious mind, and there are many viewers who are watching this video, and they want to know that how they can create their life goals. What are their life goals, and how we should create our life goals, and how we should manifest that. How we should do meditation. Something. Tell us something about that.
With goals, a lot of people do goals in step by step, like reach a little goal, a little goal, a little
Yeah.
goal. When you work with me, I make you go to a goal that you can't even think about how to achieve. You do it so far above what you think you can do that your subconscious mind won't jump in and attack it and say, you can't do that, you're not smart enough, because it's like almost like fantasy. So you put the goal out there, like you want to make millions of pounds that month, per month even. So far that you've never done it. And then you start to live in that vibration, and then your mind starts working it out for you, and then you'll start getting the people coming into your life almost, because what people do normally is they set a goal that they think they can achieve, or something that they've done before. So there's never really growth attached to it. You have to do like so far in the future, like that you couldn't even work it out. And you use visualization. So if you sit down and imagine it as if it's happening every day, feel it, sense it, hear it, like yourself in that. Feel it in your body as well when you're visualizing it. Close your eyes, feel how your body will feel, and you feel the emotion with it. And the emotion attaches to the image. So your mind works with the image and feeling. So once you connect the emotions to the image, you will see that it will start coming, and you'll start getting the ideas, you'll start meeting the right people. So this is the way I do it.
That's amazing.
But the power of visualization is really important, because if you have no direction, you just end up lost.
First of all,
You have to.
yeah, absolutely. Like, first of all, we should create a goal that what we want to do in our life, what's the motive of our life. Then we should start visualizing that. When we will start visualizing that, then amazingly, like, people will come to our way, the money will come to our way, automatically everything will goes well and well.
Yeah.
This is the thing you want to tell.
Do it. Yeah. And as soon as you wake up, and as soon as before you go to bed, because it's the most optimal way to get it in your subconscious mind, as well as like using hypnotherapy, which opens your mind quicker. But the other way is like doing it written down, repeating is everything. Repetition, be like a parrot and just keep repeating things all day.
Yeah,
I do it all day long, even like in the shower or anything. I'm like, I'm wealthy, I'm rich, and I'm this, I'm that. Just talk to yourself a lot.
These are all the positive affirmations that you repeat daily basically.
Affirmations are really good, but you have to feel them as well. Most people just read them, I'm going to be rich, I'm going to be rich. But you have to actually connect the emotion to the affirmation. So say it with feeling, like, and think about what you're going to do when you have that money. Like, you have to really connect it, and then it really, really does work.
Absolutely. Like, I have read a book the day before yesterday, I think. So in that book, like, I have read that first of all, we have everything is like achievable. There are many things that is achievable. The main thing is you should believe that. If you are not able to believe your goals, then you will not able to achieve that. The main thing is believing.
And the thing about believing is that people think that they can't change it, but believing is just like knowing. So if you change belief word to knowing, and you can change it. Because when you're little, you believe like Santa exists, right? Until you get older, and then you find out, because you know that Santa it doesn't exist, sorry. So now you know, so now you change your belief. So what I work with, I'm sure that people know, firstly, because you can change anything about yourself.
Yeah.
You can imagine yourself being anything you want. You can imagine yourself being an actor almost. Like you imagine how your life would be, and it will come.
Absolutely. Well, like, day before yesterday, I met one people, and he was also telling me the same thing. Like, we should believe it, and he is also following one more thing, that is he record his own voice in his mobile phone, and then just repeatedly he hear that in the whole day, like 5 times, 10 times, as much as he can. Like, this is the one more thing.
Yeah, I do that as well. I do, because I obviously do hypnotherapy, but I use my own voice, because your voice, you listen to your voice all the time. So who else is it going to listen better to? You might as well do your own voice. So that is a good one. The other thing is good. There's a book by Wayne Dyer called See It to Believe It. And that is a really good book. Who wants to read something to learn about that, to do that one.
Okay. Yeah, so ma'am, I wanna know one more thing from you. Like, you are doing so many things. I wanna know the most important thing in this world to you. What is the most important thing in this world? What is the most precious thing for you?
I have kids, so my most important thing is with them. But my most achieved thing with them is my oldest son is autistic, and that brought me so much difficulties and pleasure. And I love the way he sees the world from different perspectives. So that's taught me a lot about life, which can help a lot of people just to stand back, look at things in a different way. So they're my most important things, and I want to make them proud in life. But yeah, that's my greatest.
Beautiful, ma'am. So, ma'am, now I want to learn from more things from you. Like, we want to know that how you have started your this coaching journey. Like, before that, when you are in your teens, then we don't think about all this thing. Like, how you come to this field? What's your journey? How do you start this?
Yeah, so I was running the catering company, like I said. I never really knew what I wanted to do. So I always went from thing to thing until this traumatic thing happened to me. So I was assaulted, I was beaten up, my arm was broken. And then after that, I couldn't sleep. I was up all night. I had flashbacks. I couldn't do anything. I didn't want to go out either. And it was so traumatic. And I couldn't find a way out. And the doctors were like, yeah, take medicine. And I was like, no. And it was so hard to find help because you have kids and you don't want to admit that you were struggling. And so when I finally got hypnotherapy, I learned how to sleep like instantly, which was a life changer for me. And then I started going and doing more and more and more. And then I realized how powerful it was. How can it cure like depression, like almost instant? And people, you can go to therapy for years and years and can't get past it. So this is how I came about it. And I just wanted to make sure that no one had to suffer again the way that I did. Because you never like to admit when you're struggling to anybody as well. So that was really hard. But to be able to come from that and come to this now, it has been a long road because it got better. I had to get better myself, then I had to train. But I actually love the whole journey now because I believe that everything I went through made me better at what I do. So I think when I was a teenager, I lost my dad. He was killed, murdered when I was just before I was 18th birthday. And that was a struggle for years too. So when I learned this, I learned how to recover traumas from that time too. So I realized what impact this can have. So it really impacted me to learn how to move beyond like forgiveness. Forgiving people is one of the ones I recommend. To move on in life, to learn how to forgive is like really important. Not for them, but for yourself. So that has really helped me. So I went from this long journey and now I'm so grateful to be here. And I created a whole program now, which is helping people identify beliefs that wasn't yours and move beyond it. So that was my journey.
Absolutely. Like your journey was so tough and so hard. You have done so many things in your life, and it was seriously very hard. And I can see the like brightness and smile in your face. If something like this happened to any other person, he will just start drinking and he will just be in stress, be in depression. But you have overcome from all this stuff. That it's a very brilliant thing that you have done, and I'm seriously inspired from you because I have also faced many things like this. And I have seen many people who are facing some of these problems, but they are in depression. They are just drinking alcohol. They are not doing anything in their life, and they think that they are destroyed, their life is over.
And it's a story that they're telling themselves to keep them there as well, because I was like that for a time. You keep telling yourself, because of this I'm entitled to be like, it's really hard to be in that place, but you have to learn, you have to get to a stage where you have to admit like the truth to yourself and accept what happened to be able to move above. So that would be the advice I'll give someone who's struggling, to take time, sit down and write out what is troubling you and take responsibility for some of it to be able to move on. Or even if you have to forgive people to move on, you have to accept it before you can change anything. So that would work. My advice is to try, sit down, accept it. What happened? Stop telling yourself that story. Because the more you focus on it, the more it's going to come.
Absolutely, ma'am. I believe you, and I seriously inspired from you, from your entire story. And I love that. There are many people I have seen who are so depressed and so in tension because of all this stuff. Like there are in each and every person, they have struggles. Every person have struggle in their life. There's some struggles are short, some are big, but every person have struggles in their life. The main thing is how you can bounce back from that, and how you come over from that, how you can move on from the distraction in your life. The main thing is you have to create your goal and just visualize it. And the main thing is you should achieve your goal, whatever the thing is going on in your life. Like all those things is like temporarily, but the main thing is your goal, your success, the thing you want to achieve. This is the main happiness of life.
People who are suffering and drinking or anything like that, they're using the story of what's happened to them to justify their behavior.
Yeah, like the thing is, like I have seen many people who have just who have break up from their relationships, or losing someone very important from their life, and they just start like they go to depression, and they just thought about the girl or the important person who they lose. The thing is that
I know it happens. It happens. But it's the main thing is finding resilience, finding your resilience and what works for you.
yeah.
And there's always a way. There's always people to help you. People never think there's people out there. There's hundreds of people out there to help you if you just ask. Because I would never ask. So ask for help, and people will help.
Yeah, definitely. People will help. People are very good, but we should find the right mentor in your life. Like I have learned one thing in my life, that if you want to become good in anything in this world, just hold the hand of your mentor. Your mentor will just start pushing you, and they will start creating you like a good person. Like I always find a right mentor in your life.
That is a really good tip. Always learn from people, and always follow people who are doing what you want to do, and people will help you along the way.
Absolutely. So ma'am, like now I want to know that I know my all audience want to know that what's your future goal, like what you want to do in your future. Like now you are doing so many things, and it's your past was like in your past you have done so many things, and at the present moment you are doing such amazing things. That is brilliant, that is amazing. But what's your future goal now? What you want to do in your future?
Okay, so I have lots of goals. In the future, the next year, I'm releasing a program soon about the belief systems that I was talking about. That's due out in the next few weeks. And I want to take the program like worldwide to millions of people. I want to impact as many people as possible with that program. And then also I've got a publisher who's releasing my book within the next 12 months. So world domination for happiness.
Okay. So like what's your money goal? Like how much money you want to made in a like month or in a year, in upcoming years?
But I don't limit it. I'm like million. I want 1 million this year. Like I don't limit it. I keep putting it higher and higher. I started with like at 5 and then 10,000, then I was like, you know what, that's too low. I'm just gonna go out there and just put it as million.
Absolutely. Like there are many people who think that money is everything in their life. So what do you think about that? Like what's the mindset of yours of in the term of money? What is money for you?
Yeah, money for me is, it's like a commodity that you use for a service. So I think it is a good thing. People tend to think money is awful, which is a belief system too. And there's an abundance of it in the world. There's more money in the world for you.
Yeah.
So why not you?
Absolutely.
There's enough of it.
Okay,
so
that's amazing.
Mindset.
Very good. Like that's great. And what do you think? What is success for you? What's the term success? How do you define success?
Me, I define it with this is the results from people. So if the clients come back and send me letters or cards, and they're just like, when you see the transformation with your own eyes, people, when they first come to you and they're just like almost broken, and then you see them succeeding, like the one woman who I was working with, and she didn't go out for a month, and now she's out, she's got a business, she's making money, and it just fills you up with so much joy. You get their messages and you're like, yeah, it makes you so happy. You wake up in the morning and know that you've done the difference in the world. That is what makes me feel successful. Because I never done it for the money. I done it for the passion of doing it. Because if I wanted to make the money, I would have just stayed in the one that was making the money at the time. So I thought I'll follow my passion, and eventually the money will come.
Yeah, what amazing mindset. So people who are watching this video, like I am putting all the links of ma'am in the description. Go and talk with ma'am. Concern your problems with ma'am. Ma'am will definitely help you. And after this conversation, I got to know ma'am very well, and she wants to help people. She is a helping hand for you. So you can just go and DM ma'am, and ma'am will definitely help you. And this entire podcast was amazing for me, and it's a brilliant experience that I have done today. The last question that I want to ask you, ma'am, that is like one tip that you want to give, one advice that you want to give to our viewers who are watching this video, like.
One advice: don't limit yourself. Don't think that you can't. Take away can't from your vocabulary and replace it with can. That would be my one advice. And never ever worry about other people's opinions of you, because that held me back. I wouldn't even go on video. I wouldn't even video call people I know years ago, because I was always scared of judgment. Judgment of others, get rid of it. I can is the way to go.
Yeah, that's amazing. The thing is, be limitless. Be limitless. Do everything you want to do in your life. Achieve your goals, because nobody is there who is watching you, or nobody wants to, like, nobody is there who will do anything for you. You have to earn your own bread and butter. Like, you have to do something. Like, if you will not do anything, then it's nothing gonna happen.
It's your dream. It's no one else's dream, so you don't need them to agree.
Yeah. It's your dream, so you have to achieve it. And this webinar was very amazing. I love this podcast, and thank you so much, ma'am, for being here and
having me.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. And I will record this podcast, and once again, after a few days or few months, we will again create new podcast with you, and that will be part 2 of this session.
Oh yeah, I can talk to you about the program.
Yeah.
So talking to you. I like your mindset and your energy.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. I also like your mindset, and I like your I like the happiness that you have inside. Like, many people I have seen who always like this, and who was always like depression, like their face is always like this. But I can see the happiness, and I can see the like positivity in you. Like, this is the main thing that I loved in you.
Oh, thank you so much. Make me blush.
So thank you, ma'am, for being here. It was amazing for me, and let's connect again after a few days or months.
Okay. Lovely to meet you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.